to my face today for no fucking reason. Am I even recording? Yes. I love this look. So cute. Hi guys, it's Beatty. Today I'm going to show you how I did this holiday glam. I hope you will enjoy it. My hair is just atrocious. I'm gonna cover it for now. I'm gonna blow it out, okay? It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Just cover. It's fine. Nobody has to see. For this type of look, I want my skin to look as good as I can. It's breaking out today. It's not looking too good, but we're gonna fix it. I'm gonna show you, even if your skin is not that great, you can still have a great finished result. I'm just gonna hydrate it with a hydrating mist. I'm using a strong blurring primer. This is the number 7's Instant Illusions Airbrush Away. This is a great primer for when you want your skin to look blurred. I'm just using a little bit, dotted all over my face. And you want to smooth this one without pressing too much or rubbing it too much. You want to create an even surface on your skin. I'm not using much pressure. For foundation, I'm using number 7's Stay Perfect. I'm mixing two colors together. This is my summer shade and my winter shade. I just mix them in between. And I'll mix in L'Oreal's Lumi Glotion with this. This is an illuminator and it will just make your foundation look more glowy. I'll just use a little cushion foundation sponge to apply it. This is a full coverage foundation, so you don't want this to look too flat, but I still want to put like a good coat on. As I said, my skin is not doing too great, so that's why the Lumi Glotion, to make it a little less flat on the skin and will still be glowy. I need to be closer to this mirror. Your girl does not have a good eyesight. I'm not gonna lie, this finish is everything. Like, mixing the foundation with the Lumi Glotion definitely makes it look so glowy, so beautiful. Next, I'm gonna put on a concealer. This is the Rimmel Multitasker, but mine is very well loved. I'm gonna paint it on a brush. This is a flat brush with like a point to it. Very old brush. This is quite a light shade, so it will brighten a lot as well. And I like quite a bright under eye for glam, so that's why this much concealer. I don't think it takes away all my dark circles anyways, because I'm that tired. It's good enough. Is it? Should I put on more? I don't want it to crease and make it ugly. Do you know what? Sometimes it's better to embrace your dark circle than have ugly creasing makeup. As I'm adding more makeup, I think that's enough. Next, I'm gonna use this L'Oreal liquid blush. This is the Lumi blush in the color Glowy Cool Berry. Now, normally when I'm doing a bold lip, which we're doing today, I wouldn't put blush on right now. I would wait until the lip is on. But I figured we can pop a little bit of this on, and once the lipstick is on, we can always add more. Watch me have severe blush blindness and just put on way too much. Ooh. This is gonna be pigmented, isn't it? The answer is yes. This is a lot of blush. We're not gonna be adding more. This is definitely more than enough. This stuff is so pigmented. Oh my god. I'll show you a trick how to comb it down. So as you have your blush more or less in a place where you want it, now I'll swap to the other side of the sponge, the side that I applied my foundation with, and just go over the blush with my foundation, and it will blur out the lines and calm down any areas that I need to calm down. Next, I'm going to powder my face. This is a very old Maybelline Fit Me powder. I just spill some in my hand and pick up from here. I love this kind of triangular sponge for a powder puff for powder, so you can get into the inner corner of the eye. Look how blurring that is. I love that powder. Under the eyes, we have a full-on set, and then the rest of the face, I'm just going to do like a very light layer. Next is lipstick, and I'm obsessed with this duo right now, so you already knew we're gonna apply this. This, by the way, is a perfect holiday combo. It's literally what I live in for the past 2 weeks. It's always a good idea to apply your lips on first if you're doing a bold lip, just so you know how much other makeup you need to put on, because some people look good with a bold lip and just a little bit of eye makeup. I'm not one of them. I need to balance out the full-on lip with an eye. I'll know how much eyeshadow to put on based on how bright is this lip. I love this lipstick. If you're doing a very bold lip, it's good to put on the lipstick first before the lip liner so you can correct the shape with the lip liner rather than trying to draw it on perfectly and probably fail because it's much harder. So I do like a rough shape with this first and I'll just correct the shape with the lip liner later. This is my shape done, and now I can go over the whole thing again just for saturation of the color. And yes, I do overline my lips a lot. My lips are very uneven and I think that it looks better overlined. If you're team overlined, I'm with you. If you're team natural lip shape, I got nothing to say. And suddenly the blush does not look too much anymore. Next, I'm going to finish up the face with some contouring. I have my very loved KKW Beauty bronzer contouring powder, whatever they call it, and a big fluffy brush. I want to do my jawline, bring it down to your chest, and do a little bit of that on the top of my cheekbone and right here on top of the forehead is where it's right here. Now I kind of use this as a bronzing slash sculpting powder. I'm going to use an actual sculpting powder. This is the Kevyn Aucoin sculpting powder in medium. And I'm going to grab a brush like this. This one's already primed. If you are using a new brush, completely washed brush, clean brush, that's the word, you want to prime it. So you want to get the product in, put it in your hand like this to get it in your brush. Then you don't get like a glob of color once you put it on. This brush is pretty much primed already, so I just pick up a little bit of the product and just contour on the outside here. Don't want to go too far with the contouring because this can look muddy, especially if you're using a color that's too dark. This one I feel like is just right for me. I could go with a light one, but I bought the medium. So we're just gonna use a little of the medium. I will also do here. This makes your bottom lip look a little fuller. And my nose contouring, which I don't do like a very harsh contouring because I don't think that looks good. I just do very light nose contour. Now we are going to do the eyes. I'm going to prime my eyes with the NYX Proof Fit eyeshadow primer. A little bit on each eyelid. I'm not using an eyeshadow today. I want to create like a sheer gray veil of color kind of effect on my eye. I wore it the other day and I received many compliments about my eyeshadow, so I thought it's a good way to do a holiday makeup look without it being just red and gold. We are putting gold glitter on, don't get me wrong. It's still the holidays, it's still Christmas. We're still doing red and gold. I feel like that combination is so Christmas that if you wear it on any other occasion, you just look like Christmas. Especially me with my green eyes. I just look like Christmas if I wear red lipstick already. So red and gold, it's a combination I usually keep for December. I'm going to create like a subtle gold and a black or sheer gray veil of color. This is the number 7 Stay Perfect liquid eyeliner, and this is a gray one. It has some sparkle in it, quite a pretty shade. So today we're using this as an eyeshadow, and how I'm going to do that is just scribble it on my eye and then take a fluffy blending brush and start blending this out. Just gonna take my finger and just blend out all the edges. So as you can see, the effect of that is like a sheer gray sparkly eyeshadow. You can still see your eyelid through. It's a satiny finish. It's not glossy, but it's also not matte. If you're using a gray sparkly eyeshadow, it would be like a matte effect on the eye, which you can do, but I think this sheer gray with a little bit of a shine to it, or like a wet sheen to it, it just looks really chic. Now the eyeliner is what changes this look completely. This is the Pro Artist eyeliner in black, and what I'm going to do with this is first of all just line on the inside here and then apply it at the roots and smudge. I'll hold my eye up here so I can get really close to the roots, and I'll grab a brush and smudge I'm going to repeat adding more eyeliner until I'm satisfied with how it looks. So I want it quite dark. You can always go back and forth with your brushes to make sure that you're blending everything properly. You want like a smoky eye effect going from the roots to the top of your lashes. Another trick that I'm going to do with this is just look straight ahead in the mirror and add a point with this liner here on the outside and kind of color it in, but then I'm gonna smudge it out as well on the inside just to kind of finish that line here. Then it gives you like a straight edge and it just looks more finished. So you see that liner also, because I was blinking, it kind of mirrored on this here, that area. That's what I want. I'm gonna keep that because it gives me definition. Smoky eye is supposed to be seamless all the way to the top, which I feel like this gives us a pretty good result with that. Next, I'm going to dip into the Pro Artist eyeshadow palette for this gold right here. So what I'm going to do with this eyeshadow is just add it to the inner corner and then blend up. And I'll just bring it down. I'll just blend that with my finger. Obviously, you want it seamless. Next is glitter, everyone's favorite part. I get this from Glam. Actually, I get it on Shein, so it might not even be Glam. I don't know if that brand is legit there. I'm painting my finger and then I'll dab it off on my hand so I don't have too much, and then put it into the corner. Basically, wherever I put that eyeshadow, I'll put this over the top. I feel like this just brings everything together, makes it more glam. I hope the camera can pick up all the sparkle because it's gorgeous. Next, I'm going to do my eyebrows. I'm using my trusty dusty Revolution pomade. Also not doing anything special, just eyebrows. Hopefully ones that are more twins than sisters, but we'll see. I'm back with my eyebrows. Definitely a lot more sisters than twins, but they're good sisters, you know? I feel like they know each other. They spend a lot of time together. Next step is going to be highlighter, and I'm using this Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Pearl, and I'll just use that on top of my cheek here. Normally I like to highlight a C shape. This time I am going to focus on at the top of the cheek because I feel like that's a lot more chic. Next, I'll set this makeup before doing the mascara because I don't want the mascara to smudge all over my face. This is the No. 7 Pro Artist Finishing Touch Fixing Spray. Make sure you keep your eyes closed until this dries because this is going to keep this eyeliner on without creasing later on. You can tell if it's dry, by the way, if you if you blow up onto your eye like that and your breath is not cold anymore. This setting spray gives you a gorgeous glow, but you might want to take some of it away. It really depends on if you want like a flawless finish or if you like a glow. I love a glow, but for glam, I feel like underneath the eyes and mid of the face should be mattified. So I'm just going over with my powder puff that I used earlier. I'm not adding extra product because I don't want those areas to look flat, but I'm just going to touch with whatever I have on my puff just to flatten it out a little bit. But then I'll leave the cheek area and above the eyebrow nice and glowy. Next are eyelashes, and my lashes are pissing me off lately. They keep falling on the side and I can never get them even, so excuse me as I do my uneven eyelash routine. The mascara that I'm using is the Pro Artist That's a Wrap in black. I'm also going to add a lash. This is the Ardell Wispy, I think, half lash. Don't add it too low because it's going to drag your eye down and just defeat the purpose of having that elongated shape. And I'm going to finish up the eyes with some Swarovski crystals. You don't have to buy the Swarovski crystals. It can be just regular rhinestones. I just thought, since this is a holiday look, I'm gonna break out my trusty dusty Swarovski crystal mix. This is like 100 years old. I could never tell you where I got this because I don't remember. But yeah, I'm going to size up a few crystals and I'll be back in 12 years. Now let me sort out this mess. I'll be right back. So I just did like a classic slick back look. I think that goes really well with this makeup look. That's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more beauty related content. And I'll see you next time. I feel like my mirror is in the wrong place. It looks weird when I'm looking that way. Now it's a cable in my way. Love complaining.